Hello friends, we are learning Science and Technology Part 1 for Standard 10. Second chapter, Periodic Classification of Elements. Students, in last video we have studied the classification made by different scientists, that is according to Dobereiner, then Newland's law of octaves, and after that Mendeleev's periodic table. Okay, now today we are going to study about the modern periodic table. In 1913 AD, British scientist Henry Moseley demonstrated with the help of experiment done by X-ray tube that the atomic number of an element corresponds to the positive charge on the nucleus. This related that the atomic number is more fundamental property of an element than its atomic mass. Students, this point is very important. Up to 1913, the different scientists classified elements according to them, but the fundamental property of elements, they were considered as atomic mass. But now, according to Henry Moseley, it is very important that he related the atomic number is more fundamental. Means atomic number is more fundamental property of an element than its atomic mass. He arranged the elements in increasing order of their atomic numbers, and most of the drawbacks of Mendeleev's periodic table appear to be removed. The properties of elements are periodic functions of their atomic number. What? The properties of elements are the periodic functions of their atomic number. Students, here you can see periodic table. These are the periods: first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh. It means there are 7 rows in modern periodic table. And how many columns are shown here? First, second, third, fourth, likewise up to 18. And at the bottom of this periodic table, 2 series are shown, that are lanthanide and actinide. We will see it later. Okay, now see the next point. Here also you can see modern periodic table, that is periodic table of the elements given by Henry Moseley. Students, in this table you can see the 2 series at the bottom, that is lanthanide and actinide, are taken from the transition block of the elements, that is from the D block. Okay, and they are kept at the bottom. Means after barium, the lanthanum element was there, and after lanthanum all the different elements up to lutetium are taken at the bottom. So they are called as lanthanide elements, means lanthanide series. And below the elements are after actinium. So that series is called as actinide series. Now students, here you can see structure of modern periodic table. Horizontal rows are called as periods. There are 7 periods in the modern periodic table given by Henry Moseley. Okay, and vertical columns are called as groups, and here are 18 vertical columns. It means 18 groups numbered from 1 to 18. Okay, 1, 2, 3, okay, respectively 16, 17 and 18. Means there are 7 periods and 18 groups. Periods are nothing but the horizontal rows and groups are nothing but the vertical columns. Apart from these 7 rows, 2 rows are shown separately at the bottom of the periodic table. Students, we have discussed about the actinide and lanthanide series. They are kept at the bottom of the modern periodic table. These are the 7 rows in the periodic table, and apart from these 2 rows kept at the bottom, they are called as lanthanide and actinide series. Okay, they are at the bottom of the modern periodic table. Students, here you can observe elements, their atomic numbers, electronic configuration and number of shells. You can see the elements of the same periods are given: sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus and so on. You can see their atomic numbers below these elements: sodium 11, magnesium 12, aluminium 13, silicon 14, phosphorus 15, sulfur 16, chlorine 17, argon 18. And their electronic configuration. Electronic configuration of sodium according to atomic number 11, electronic configuration in the KLMN shells. Okay, likewise it is 281. Electronic configuration of magnesium 282, then of aluminium 283, silicon electronic configuration 2,8,4, phosphorus 2,8,5, sulfur 2,8,6, chlorine 2,8,7 and argon 288. Now here students, you can observe for sodium, according to its electronic configuration, it constitutes how many shells? 3 shells. First, second, third, KLM. Similarly, you can see in the second element, that is magnesium, it also constitutes 3 shells, and it is the same for all the elements in the same row. All constitutes the 3 shells. So number of shells for each of the element is 3. Elements present in the same period. Students, from this we can conclude one of the property for elements, that is, this property is elements present in the same period have same number of shells, which is equal to the period number. Means now here given elements from the same period and they constitutes the same number of shells. Okay, it means that same number of shells which is equal to the period number. Okay, now the next property, in each period a new shell starts filling up. The period number is the number of shell. Here you can see in the table alongside, these are the elements given from the different periods. Okay, their atomic number: hydrogen 1, lithium 3, sodium 11, potassium 19, rubidium 37. Their electronic configuration: hydrogen 1, lithium 2,1, here 281, 2881, 2818, 81. Okay, these are the electronic configuration of these respective elements. Now you can see here in the last orbit how many number of electrons placed in the last orbit. You can see that is here 1. Okay. But how many number of shells for hydrogen? 1. Lithium number of shells? 2. Sodium number of shells? 3. Potassium number of shells? 4. And rubidium number of shells? 5. That is 1, 2, 3 means 2, 8, 18, 8, 1. That are 5 number of shells shown here. So from this observation, we can say that in each of the period, a new shell starts filling up. The period number is the number of shell. It means the number of period, that is first period, second period. Likewise, this number of period is same to the number of shell. Means first period have 1 shell. Second period have 2 shells. Third period have 3 shells. Fourth period have 4 shells. Fifth period have 5 shells. So accordingly, each period represents the same number of shells. Now blocks in modern periodic table. Students, in this periodic table, you can see the different blocks. Like here S block elements, P block elements, D block elements and F block elements at the bottom. Means there are how many blocks shown in the modern periodic table? S block, P block, D block and F block. So students, in this way, today we have discussed some of the points from modern periodic table given by Henry Moseley. And in the next lecture, we will study about the blocks, different blocks in the modern periodic table. Up to that, thank you. Be safe, be at home. Thank you, students.